This is intermission still, I guess. Right. So what took place? I've been thinking a little bit. Okay, now the program was getting to start up already. It was already started, but that's when they started to like slowly, I guess around, what is that, 11th grade? No, 10th. Yeah, because I was going into 11th about that. Yeah, that's when they started to like bring in the kids to the fucking program to work on the top secret government program known as SS7. Yeah, at this point, you got to realize, once treason's already been committed, you're not really committing treason at that point. I'm just telling the fucking side of my story. Fuck you. All right. Anyway, so this was, interesting. See, while I was all caught up in, the whole Tupac storyline, there's also, and the rest in the vaults and this, around about this time, now I'm going from 15 to 16 into... ahead, okay, should have already been paid so much money I would have never had to go to the rest of school ever again. Work, literally fucking nothing but fish on my yacht, my helicopters, my fucking, don't care. Anyway, here's the point, right? So fucking, here's the fucking point, alright, motherfuckers. Yo. Whoo, boy, this is, fuck these people, man. Fuck, you know what? You know what? See, now that's about the time. Now, I was going to be able to, when I finally got the car back from backing it into a wall, 5 feet away from a wall, that's how, like, the fucking thing slipped on sand. That's it. Fucking went right into the wall. I was backing the car up slow, and I just fucking tapped the gas. Like, like, it was a fucking pretty beast car for a first-time driver. But I was a good driver. It's just that fucking, I didn't understand, like, that. So, defensive drive. Doesn't matter. Anyway, here's the point. So, refocusing on that little bit of a time span of, okay, so now I got my car back. I meet this person that I had only met once before. That's how I know that the rooftop thing happened after, or around about, just about after I was, fucking turning 16, alright? With the whole Volt thing had to be happening right before that. The other stuff that was taking place was the Walter Odinoko, Chris Amore, their gaggle of friends, which, some of them were computer hackers, which I met, that were named Ed and fucking Vernon, that lived down the block from Chris Amore. That was my first encounter with Mike Longboat, which is unfortunately passed away. Wasn't friends at all. Like, when they introduced me to Mike, meaning Walter and Chris Amore, introduced me to Mike Longboat, they were like, oh, he's a really bad person. You're gonna not like him. Mike had I think a black Mustang, pretty, souped up, and, more than likely his car was faster than mine, and it's just that but the bottom line is that freaking, like, so when me and Mike met, like, he was like, you stay, like, it was fucking weird to me, actually, because the very first thing that Mike said was, you better fucking stay away from me, motherfucker, I'll fucking kill you. Now I'm realizing that once me and Mike kind of became friends, and, we started to talk, and this was years later, this was only a few years ago. So that's the whole point, like, we really, because that's when he started to talk to me, like, we started realizing, and then we were driving one day, and he points out a fucking house, and I'm like, holy fucking crap, you're fucking the guy that they were trying to get me to fucking fight, and then, that's the whole fucking bottom line. Like, the bottom fucking line is that Walter Odinoko, Chris Amore, introduced me to not only the rest of their friends. One of them was named Caesar, that owned a club. I didn't get introduced to him. I did get introduced to the 2 hackers that they had working for them, named Ed and Vernon, and fucking the bottom line is how all this is connected. And like I said, there's all the shit that's from the very, very beginning. And okay, but this is also right about the time period where, like, literally, like, the shit around here started to go down. Okay, like heavily. This is when the fucking, you know, like, oh, here they're telling me, oh, they put bodies in the fucking ravine and they put fucking bodies in this field, but then they moved the bodies and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, had to take a shit, and I fucking shit in an empty fucking grave that was already dug in, you know, it was already dug. They were like, oh, they wouldn't let me take a shit anywhere around here. Like, no matter how many places they brought me, fucking, yo, dude, like, that's what I'm saying. There was only a very small amount of times I showed up out here, and every one of those times I went to very many multiple fucking houses, okay? And there was a lot of shit that's what I'm saying. Like, that's where it also comes into play, like what I had already just said about, like, you know, where, like, certain people were going to kill me 20-something years from then in an exact same spot. Like, that's how insane this gets, really, seriously. Like, fuck this, you know, leave me alone, I'm peaceful. That's why they want to fucking, yo, dude, fucking just pay me. It would have been so much simpler just to fucking pay me the money, you fucking whack fucks. You have to realize something. All this shit that was going down, some of it was being explained to me that they were getting rid of child molesters. And I started to find out that that was not exactly the case, okay? Two guys in a van pull up, have me point out the one house that's dissolving people in bathtub full of lime. They had, I mean, and I live on the block where my cousin was almost raped by a guy named Juan. Which then a year later, after that incident, I was brought back to that place when it was being sold, where the fence line, they told me, had already been moved, blah, blah, blah. They were sorry, but that's the whole thing. I linked everybody together. And I didn't fucking care. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I cared and I didn't care. It's when you fucking told me you were gonna kill me fucking in a spot 20 years from then, and I'm just sitting there and I'm saying to my fucking self, because I had seen enough shit, never got fucking paid for shit, but that wasn't even, because they also brought me out, they brought me out to a fucking cliff. Now, and I remember this too, like, they were like fucking like, yo, like fucking like, I was like, dude, I have to take a shit. I hadn't taken a shit in like 2.5 days. I needed to take a shit right there. It's like that was fucking planned, man. Obviously. So we go fucking, I get in the car thinking, they're telling me there's a bathroom when we get there, blah, blah, blah. Fucking, we get there, boom, fucking, they're like, oh, there is no bathroom. You gotta go, there's a hole over there, though, you can shit in, right? So I fucking was just like, fuck this. You know what, I don't give a fuck. And then I gotta go back in their fucking car anyway, so fuck them. If I don't give a fuck. At this point, I'm like, these people are fucked up in their heads. Fuck them, too. I'm taking a shit. And I took a shit. No, that was also the same day that I met the smiley face killers. Hey, guys, what's up? Now. Be good. Be fucking good. You see that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of fucking crazy shit that people don't understand. You see, they told me they were gonna kill me too. And the problem with that is because see, they get rid of child molesters too. The smiley face killers. I'm sorry if I just blew their fucking hole. Like, that's what I was told. This was before the smiley face killers. I even understood what the fuck that was. You know what I'm saying? Thought it was like a rock band or something, you know? 9:30. Fuck. Ugh, fuck.